This is the second part of a level 1 paper from City and Guilds. You can use a calculator for this part. There are 45 marks in total, and we'll go through the questions one by one together. Question number 1 is asking what's the mean of these numbers. So we're going to add them all together, which gives us 94, and then divide by how many numbers there are. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 94 divided by 5 gives us 18.8. Now we've got to draw a square with sides of 2 centimeter, and one square in the grid is equal to 1 centimeter, or it has sides or dimensions which are equal to 1 centimeter. So I'm gonna try and draw a square anywhere really here. It's much easier when it's done by hand and you can use a ruler. There we are, we've done it. Question number 3, write 33/8 as a mixed number. So first we'll find out how many 8s fit into 33, and that is 4 of them, because 4 times 8 makes 32, and then there is 1 left. So 4 and 1/8 is the answer. Which of the following lists is in increasing order from smallest to largest? So looking at the first row, the highest amount is 55%, the lowest is 50%. So we're looking for a row which starts with 50 and ends with 55, and we've got 52 after 50, and then 53, 55, so that is option B. We've got 140 times a number equals 8,400. So what we're going to do is the inverse. So 8,400 divided by 140 equals what? And that's going to give us the missing number. Using a calculator, that gives us 60. Question 6. The student states that 540 centimeters is the same as 54 meters. Are they correct? Explain your answer. No, they're not. And the reason is that in 1 meter there are 100 centimeters. So if we did 54 times 100, that would give us 5,400. not 540. The formula below can be used to calculate interest on the savings account after 1 year. We've got amount put into account times interest rate as a decimal. A woman puts £2,500 into an account. The interest rate is 5%. What will be in the account after 1 year? Okay, so let's put, instead of these words, let's put the values. So amount put into account, that is 2,500, times interest rate as a decimal. We've got 5%, this is going to be 0.05. And that is equal to 125. So that's the interest. The question is, what will be in the account after 1 year? So that is in total. And that includes the 2,500 that was invested in the first place. So 2,500, add 125. That gives us 2,625. Question 8. A taxi company charges £5 standing charge and £1.50 per mile for a journey. A man travels in a taxi for 12.2 miles. What's the cost of his journey? So first of all, he's going to pay the £5, and then we're going to have 1.50 times the 12.2 miles. So 5 add 1.5 times 12.2 gives us 18.3. So adding these together gives us 23.3. £23.30. We must make sure we put the 0 there, because when it comes to money, there are 2 digits after the decimal point. And if there is no value after that, it means a 0. Question number 9. A student receives 2 loans. One is for £9,153 and the other is for £8,944. Approximately half of the loans will be spent on tuition fees and a quarter of the loans will be spent on accommodation. Estimate the amount of money they will have left. So we're going to estimate, not using accurate figures. So we had this amount, which we're going to round to 9,000, so one of the loans, and the other loan also, if you round it to the nearest thousand, gives us 9,000. So there is £18,000 in total. Half of it is spent on tuition fees, which is 9,000, and a quarter of the loans will be spent on accommodation. A quarter is half of the half, so 4,500. So what is left then is 4,500. And if you add them all together to check, that gives us 18,000. So 4,500 is the answer. Question 10. A decorator is painting a room and has one wall left to paint. They have enough paint to cover 12 square meters. The dimensions of the wall are shown below, and the sketch is not to scale. She will not paint over the door. Do they have enough paint for the wall? It's in your answer. use figures in your answer. There are different ways you could work this out, and you could split that shape into smaller shapes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out the total area including the door and then take away the door, because that's going to be the simplest one. So we've got dimensions of 4 meters by 3.25 meters to give us the whole area. We're going to multiply them. This gives us 13. Now taking away the door is 2 times 0.9, which gives us 1.8. So 13 take away 1.8 gives us 11.2 squared meters that need to be painted, and they have paint for 12 square meters. So do they have enough paint? Yes, they do. In terms of explanation, we can say the area that needs painting is 11.2 square meters less than 12 square meters. Question 11. A local sports club organizes a sponsored walk around the edge of a field. We've got a scale diagram of the field. Each person will walk around the field 5 times. How far will each person walk in kilometers? Looking at the scale, we've got this length being equal to 50 meters, and we'll go around starting from here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 on the other side. That makes 10. Now 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 lots of 50 meters. So that is 1,200 meters going around just one time. But each person will go around 5 times. So 5 times 1,200. That is 6,000 meters. We need to write the answer in kilometers. We know that in 1 kilometer there are 1,000 meters. The K gives us a clue there. So 6,000 meters will be equal to 6 kilometers. If you couldn't get the answer right away, you could just divide 6,000 by 1,000 and gives you 6, and then multiply 1 by 6 to get the 6. A cricket club sells 5,062 tickets for a charity match. 3,484 are adult tickets and the 18s tickets. We've got different prices. Adults £18, under 18s £12. 85% of the ticket sales pay for the event, the rest goes to community projects. How much does the club give to community projects? So first of all, let's see how much has been made with the tickets. We've got 3,484 adult tickets, so 3,484 times 18. That is 62,712. And under 18's tickets, we'll need to find out. So we'll go 5,062, take away 3,484. So that is 1,578 tickets times 12. And that gives 18,936. Adding these two together gives us 81,648 pounds. So 85% of the amount that we've got will go to pay for the event, and that means that only 15% will go towards community projects. So 15 out of 100 times 81,648. That gives 12,247.2, and in terms of money, that is £12,247.20. A gardener needs to buy compost to fill this tub. The diagram shows the dimensions of the tub. Got 0.5 meters by 1.8 meters by 0.25 meters. They buy compost in 50-litre bags. 1,000 litres equals 1 cubic meter. How many bags of compost must they buy? Let's find out. So first we'll work out the volume in cubic meters for the tub by multiplying length by width by depth. So we'll go 0.5 times 1.8 times 0.25. That is equal to 0.225 cubic meters. Now, we know that 1,000 litres are equal to 1 cubic meter. We haven't got 1 cubic meter though, we've got only 0.225. So it must be less than 1,000 litres that we need to purchase. How many litres though? How many ones fit into 0.225? And we could do that by dividing 0.225 by 1, which gives us 0.225. So 1 times 0.225 equals 0.225. We'll do the same on the other side, so times 0.225, and that gives us 225 litres. Now, the compost comes in 50-litre bags, so we need 225. How many 50s fit into 225? That is 4.5. But of course you can't buy 4.5, so you're going to have to buy 5 bags. In question number 14, we've got 20 students take a maths test. Their tutor records the scores. The list below shows their scores. Got a number of scores in here. Present the scores in 3 suitable groups. So having a look at the scores, they range in value. The lowest is 3 and the highest is 30. So since we need to put them into 3 suitable groups, I'm going to suggest scores from 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30. So 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30. And then on the side we can have frequency or total. So how many of these scores are between 0 and 10? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. How many are between 11 and 20? That includes 11 and 20, by the way, just like the one above includes 0 and 10, and the one below it or underneath it includes 21 and 30. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Between 21 and 30, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll present this nicely in a table now. We've got to present this information in a suitable chart or graph. So we're going to show the 3 groups horizontally and frequency vertically. I'm going to start by drawing the axis. keeping this width the same. The highest frequency in our table is 9. So go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For 0 to 10, the frequency is 5. For 11 to 20, that is 6. For 21 to 30, that is 9. We can color these in if we like. And there we have our graph. Moving on to the final question. A school thinks their results are better than the national average. The school has a target for 65% of their students to achieve a grade 4 or higher in their maths GCSE. A school governor uses this school table to check results. Grade 4 and higher. She wants to compare her school's results with the national maths GCSE results for grade 4 and above. She sees these national results. She needs to write a report for the Board of Governors. She says that the school has met its target and that its results are better than average. Is the governor correct? Explain your decisions. Show calculations to support your explanation. So we've got these represented in two different ways. We've got the school results in a table, and we're looking at grade 4 and above. So we're looking at these numbers. We're going to add them all together, and that is 140 out of the total is 200. If you use a calculator, this is going to give us 0.7, which is 70%. So 70% achieve grade 4 and above within the school. Now looking at the national results, we've got grade 4, 22%, grade 5, 18%, grade 6, 12, grade 7, 10, grade 8, 7%, and grade 9, 4%. Adding all of these together is 73%. Now, that is comparing it to the 70% within the school. So, she says that the school has met its target and that its results are better than the national average. Now, the target was 65%, and the actual results at grade 4 and above make 70%. So that means the school has met its target, but the results are not better than the national average, which stands at 73%. And we've done the calculations. Now we're going to have to write a comment, an explanation. Target met, yes. Better than national average, no. Explanation. 70% of the students at the school achieved grade 4 and above, which is higher than the target at 65%, but lower than the national average at 73%. And this is the end of the paper.